Good morning, everyone. I know I am early today, but I have some things I have to get done today, so we're going to go ahead and roll with this early. All right, so what we're making today is a pencil holder. I added some extra decorations, but the main part of it is the weave going on here. You get those nice bumps, and it's just beautiful. And of course, just added on the shells to make it beautiful and some ribbon and stuff. So we'll do a little bit different decoration, but we'll get the base so then you guys know how to make this, all right? All right, so we're actually starting out. I meant to grab the package for these, but there's these little cups that they have. These are at the dollar store. They come, I think, in a dozen. I think they're like plastic shot glasses or something like that. I'm not totally sure, but we have that going on. All right, so that's what we're starting with. And then what I grabbed was actually the bamboo skewers, and this is what's going to help us get our weave in it. Okay. All right, so we're just using these, and because you guys know that I'm not always super precise, I'm actually just going to go through and break them. If you guys have something that can break through the skewers, you're more than welcome to do that. And I did measure it out, and the amount that I was breaking, you can get two sticks out of this one to be able to make our, sorry, I see a lot of people adding on. So this is what we're making today, is our pencil and pen holder there. All right, so here we go. All right, and so like I said, I'm not doing it precisely. I did measure them, and they were about 5 inches and a quarter, okay? But literally what I did is I just like kind of picked a size that I was going to work with, and then just went ahead and broke it, okay? And then kind of laid out. Oh, if you're having trouble seeing, go ahead and swipe the comments to the right. And then just kind of line it up again, get my fingers on both sides of it, and just kind of break it, okay? All right, so what we're going to do is I already broke up the other one, so I got my handful of sticks, right? And so what I figured was about 13 to 15 of them, and you want an odd number, otherwise your weave won't be right. Actually, on my first one, on the example one, there's one spot that's a little bit wider. I think it's this one, and there's actually 2 sticks in there because the weave wouldn't continue right, okay? So you want to make sure you do an odd number so you don't have that problem. All right, so what we're going to start is we're just going to glue it on, and the difficult parts that you want us to pay attention to is that your sticks don't go below that line, right? Because you want to make sure it's straight. So you don't want to go below the bottom so then it stands flat, right? And you want to make sure that they're straight. So this one we're just going to quickly do, might even do less of them so then it can be quicker. All right, but the first one I did 15, or decided that 15 would be good, and the second one 13 was sufficient. The other thing that you kind of want to pay attention to is that the tops are similar. So this one, it was just a little bit shorter, and so I just pulled it up a little. And so if you look, it's not like right near the bottom. It's not zooming in very good, but as you can see, that's the bottom, and it's just up a little bit, so then it evens out on the top. So you do want the tops to be fairly even. So we're just gluing these on, spacing them out about 1 centimeter apart. You want to do a little bit closer than that. Like I said, I'm going to do a little bit less so then we can get this part done a little bit quicker. All right. In just a moment, I'll have to make sure I'm getting an odd number because, like I said, that's important to our weave. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll have to fit 2 in here. All right, those are a little close together, but I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, so now we got that set up. Make sure that stays straight. All right, pretty simple, okay? All right, so now we got to make sure that these bottoms are all good. That one looks a little low. There we go. All right, so we're still standing good, right? Nice and flat. The tops are about the same. And like I said, you can definitely do precise, and that will make, obviously, making them all even a lot easier. All right, so then what we're gonna do is, got some twine. It's like the package twine. And it comes in a package of 3. So I'm already using the other one for the ending example. All right, let me see if I can find the end of this one. All right, this is normally not this difficult. Where's the end? All right, if you guys have any tips for finding the end, let me know. There we go. Showed itself. All right, so what we're gonna do, just like on the example, we're gonna leave the bottom, that plastic, so then it can sit well. Okay, so we're gonna be wrapping the string around it. Okay, and so I'll show you a couple tips. The first one, I like to make sure that we do get a decent amount of glue on. So make sure you're getting lots of glue down so that first one is gonna hold. So just put the glue down. You want to get it as low as you can, but once more, you don't want it going past that bottom, not over that lip. All right. All right, glue all the way around. Make sure you get on top of the sticks as well as in the bumps. And you can push it down into the bumps. You can just worry about the sticks. It's really up to you. It didn't look any different to me. All right, and so then we're just gonna keep on wrapping it around, okay? Because on the bottom you can't weave it because the plastic's there, right? So what I was doing is I was putting a big clump of glue on one side, big clump of glue on the other side, and kind of pushing it. You go really close to the last one and kind of push the glue out so then it can go further. And then we just kind of wrap it. And so it's catching glue on 2 different sides. So this is much quicker than the first way that I did it, where I was gluing a whole lot. And my husband was like, hey, why don't you just do a glob of glue? I'm sure it will last a while. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And it saves a ton of time too. All right, so that one kind of got used up. So I'm gonna do, oh, need more glue. Make sure you have some glue handy. All right. And so you're just gonna go ahead and do that all the way up to the top. For sake of time of showing you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and cheat and act like we've already made it to the top, and I'll come back down and fix that later. All right, so we're getting close to the top, okay? Show you guys what that's like. All right, so get nice and close to the top as if we're finishing up. So this is kind of gonna look funny, but once more, it's just to show you guys how to do it. This isn't supposed to be a completed project, right? All right, so as you can see, it's getting close to the plastic there. You guys can see that, the purple in there. Just gonna do a little bit more over here. And just make sure that it's covered the plastic all the way around. You know, because like we said, some of them aren't perfectly even, and the string isn't perfectly even all the way around, so sometimes it comes out. And so once you've finished, got the whole plastic covered, okay, that's when we start weaving. So you just pick a spot, and if you've done an odd number, then it will work out fine. So, oh, those ones ended up really close. I wasn't paying that close attention. All right, so we're gonna go in, just simple weaving, in and out, behind one, in front of the other. And the fastest technique, I'm actually going the wrong way to show you the fastest technique that I did. All right, that's okay. All right, so the way that I ended up doing it was like this, where I wrapped behind one and then held it on the next and then wrapped behind the other. And so that seemed to give me a good pattern where I was skipping one, and I ended up being able to go decently fast with it once I got going. So that is a quicker way to be able to do the weaving. And it does take a little bit of time to do this weaving. I'll be honest with you guys. It took me, I think, about half an hour to be able to do it. So like I said, the really important thing is making sure that you have the odd numbers. Once more, like it, and I mean, if it does come down that you accidentally did even, you can do what I did and just decide that 2 of them have now become 1, and just kind of move it as if it's 1. So that's what you're gonna do, and you're gonna do it all the way up. And like I said, that section will take about half an hour, so obviously I'm not gonna make you watch me that whole time doing it. So this is the one that I started last night. As you can see, we've got those nice lines coming down. It's looking really cute, really rustic. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, make sure I don't do this wrong. Looks like I must have missed one last night somewhere. There we go. I knew I was getting tired. There we go. Luckily, it wasn't too far down. All right, so as we're getting closer to the top, I found that, you know, you can push it down a little bit, so then, like, on the ones that are getting too close and the ones that still have a bit of space, you can push down those ones, make it nice and easy. So as you can see, you get quicker as time goes on, as you start working on them. Looks like I should have done a little bit more before stopping last night. All right, and then I also ended up using scissors on the other one to kind of even them up a little bit more. But it's so worth the time because they turned out super cute. And actually, my youngest came in and asked if she could have, if one of the ones I make, if she could have it for her birthday present. So I was like, well, that makes a nice, easy birthday present for her. All right, so we're just gonna finish this up. Sorry, you guys, I thought this would take a little bit less time when it came down to it. And you see these ones are getting super close, but these ones aren't quite there. So at that point, you can go ahead and snip them, or you can do what I'm doing and keep on going and just kind of pull them down a little bit. And just make sure you're not pulling it down on the ones that we need to finish up. You kind of get in the habit of it. All right, come on. So close. Don't want to have to snip them all, so. All right. Almost no room on these ones. So we're getting right to the top there. All right, I think I'm just gonna cheat for the sake of time. All right, there we go. All right, so once you get to that top ledge, will want to start coming off. As you see there, I'm pushing them down to make sure that they're all good. So on those ones, you're going to want to start gluing at the very top, just in the little crevices in between. So like right in there. So right against the sticks, in between, because you don't want like a whole bunch of glue pouring out and stuff. So you want to make sure you get it in those little spots and keep it below those sticks, so then, you know, it's not falling off the sticks and losing all your weaving. So I pretty much made sure there was glue on each stick holding that upper layer so it doesn't fall off. Oh, I think I missed this one. All right, and at that point, that's where the decoration comes in. So once more, you could totally just like snip those off or keep on wrapping. Like I said, for sake of time, we're just gonna go ahead and move on. All right, and for this one, I took the ribbon and just curved it over the top of it. So just glued down, it was a thin ribbon. Let me see. So that ribbon is actually the same ribbon. So it's a pretty thin ribbon that I just covered it with. A thicker one obviously would be a lot easier. And for this one, I'm adding lace, and I guess we can go ahead and snip this now that I got it glued down. Come on. I was using these scissors for improper things last night. I was using it to cut flowers, so I think I might have destroyed those scissors. All right, so this we're just gonna glue to the top to cover up those sticks and to add a little pretty lace, because that is always fun, especially with our rustic themes, right? All right, so we're just gonna add it on, make sure we're covering up those sticks. Okay. Super simple. Like I said, you already got the base down. I also got the lace at the dollar store too, so you know, everything's super easy to find. And you can add whatever decoration you want. As you can see, I did the shells with the one. This one we're just gonna do a simple lace. It'd probably be cute if you put a bow or a flower along with it. And glue that down and then cut it off. All right. There you go. How cute is that? Super simple, super cute. And it's really easy. I mean, you're literally just weaving. So that's our simple craft for today. I'm actually going to come on in just a few more minutes to do the pens, you know, the flower pens that you see. I thought of a great way to do them. So I'm actually just going to finish this live and then go ahead and do another one. So make sure you guys come back on so then you can see how to do the flowers. So then you have the whole complete set. All right, you guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Some of you will see soon. All right, bye-bye.